Soccer Channel. If you're watching this, may God bless you with good health, financial success, and strong faith. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Good evening, y'all. I got my flag hung up. I don't know if it's gonna stay, but I got it hung up there. We're gonna talk a few numbers. So here we go. I got me a new pointer. Check it out. I wanted me a laser pointer, but this will have to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got. The week in review, August 8th, 2017. Had 5 loads, total of 2,171 pay miles. And just for the record, I have very, very low deadhead this week. So, just side note. They all tallied up and paid $31.70. Now, I started on Wednesday. I had a short day on Wednesday, but I finished up sometime Monday, I guess, around 1. Ain't too bad for a few days work. Alright, so 2,171 miles, $3,170. We had fuels. Actually, I gotta still get this last one. I'm gonna get that one in the morning. And it may or may not go on this check. But all that beside, all my expenses for the week were $1,313. So you subtract the $1,313 from the $3,170, and that gives you $1,857. That is before my fixed cost, which is 85 cents per mile profit before my fixed expenses. And like I've told y'all before, my fixed expenses will not equal your fixed expenses. So my fixed expenses does not matter. You can total up what your fixed expenses may be, and that will give you an idea whether you can make money with this program or not. Now, like I said, this is like 5 days work. You can spend the other 2 and probably tack on another $1,400 worth of revenue. I choose not to. I took an extra day at the house. That's just the way I roll. Not everybody rolls like I roll. I don't want to roll like everybody else. That's just the way it is. So, there's my numbers for the week of August the 8th, 2017, which is the week before that day. Anyway, God bless, and we'll talk to you later. Alright, y'all. I am over here, and we are going to look at this week last year. Alright. I'll go ahead and start off and say I did better this week last year than I am this week this year. So, we got 4 loads. Total of 1,980 miles, $2,804 total revenue. Our expenses, these expenses are not as high as the expenses I had this week because these are all after our fuel discount. So all that totaled up $921. So we subtract the $921 from the $2,800, and that leaves us $1,883. Which comes up to 95 cents per mile profit before my fixed expenses. Now, comparatively, this year, I made $1,857 compared to 85 cents per mile before my fixed expenses on 5 loads and 2,171 miles. So about 200 more miles. And I made $26 difference less. So, like I said, the profit last year before my fixed expenses was 95. This year was 85. So, I have got to do better competing with myself. I kind of wasn't expecting that. I know my expenses were higher this week, but it does that some weeks. You got to really manage them. Was running harder. I had to run faster because I was trying to make more money in less time because I took that extra day off. But yeah, I need to be doing 62 miles an hour, cut that fuel down a little bit. Plus it'll go down a little bit, probably $20-$30 per entry, so $100. Subtract off the other one. I could have made more, but I'm not going to do that. That's not how I've been doing the rest of these, so this is how I'm doing this one. I did better last year by a hair than I did this year. So I lose this week. Later. God bless. Good morning from the Loves in St. Louis, Missouri. I am fixing to get rolling this morning. I got my load on my back. I'm going to drop it over here in about 20 miles, pick up another one at the same location, and head back down to Mississippi. How y'all like that red Coronado over there? At least I think that's what it's called. I've always liked the body styles of those trucks because they still have stacks. Only thing is missing is the chrome air horn on top. And if you got a flat top, you could get all of that. You could get your cab lights and air horn done up like a real truck. Let's let like this Peterbilt next to me right there. He got the lights on top, but he ain't got his horns on top. I always think a real truck should have stacks, chrome horns on top of the cab with cool cab lights, chrome tanks, polished everything. I mean, the breathers and all. I mean, it should just be so shiny it hurts to look at it. That's my goal one day. But, you know, for now, these Cascadias make me money, so that's what we're hitting on. Alright, I'm finna get going. Later! Getting her cleaned up. She ain't had a bath in probably 2 months. I'm over here in Missouri. Washed my truck today, and yep, it has decided to rain as usual. If you want it to rain, what do? Wash your truck, shine your tires, make it look good. Check out that playground over there. I bet my little boy would like that. Good afternoon, everybody. I am down here in Georgia at a Love's on I-85. I was home yesterday. I got home early yesterday morning after I dropped my load. They didn't have it empty. So Box Planners told me I could bobtail to my next pickup.
I'm getting the tire brightener put on at the Blue Beacon for $8. Is it worth it? I'll let y'all be the judge.
My sweetheart is deathly ill. She has some kind of stomach flu pandemic going on, and she's done thought she was going to die 5 or 6 different times. Bless her heart. But she's not dead. She hasn't had to go to the hospital. Almost. She almost went to the hospital this morning. But I helped her get her dishes done and got her groceries bought up and everything. Hopefully she'll get to feeling better. I got her some nauseous medicine and stuff like that, and ain't nothing really helping. And she called the doctor this morning and they told her that it's just got to run its course. It's just one of them things. It's just got to run its course. So, okay, it's going to run its course. Bless her little heart. Hopefully she can get rid of it and not have to worry about it anymore. Feel better and be happy and no problems. I left out last night probably about 12:30 or 1 a.m. Ran down there, got my load, and drove it over here on the other side of Atlanta. Got it delivered, and they jumped on it. I mean, it was a tight little spot down in there, man, and it's like a daggum ravine on one side of you. If you didn't set your brakes, your truck be totaled. But we got that one off, and I run back over to the operating center and picked this one up. I was gonna sleep at the operating center, but I decided against it because I had an hour left. So I took that hour and drove over here, and I had just enough time to do a little post-trip inspection, which I thought was awesome. I got to do that little inspection. I don't like to turn off my truck without showing my inspection. I mean, you can do your inspection even though if you're out of time, but it's not going to show up. But I've got 17 hours left on my 70. And I don't gain any in 2 days. It's a good thing I'm just going down there to Mississippi and drop the load that I picked up at the operating center. I'm going to drop this rascal tomorrow, and then I am going to go home and take my 34. Lord willing, there won't be no trouble with this one, and everything will go great. I'm going to put together my numbers here in a little while so I can add it on with this little video with a few other days that I've had. And I got some ideas of some content that I'm going to make coming up. Not sure when I'm gonna do it. It needs to be something where I do one episode a week at a certain time or a certain day. It's hard for me to do a certain time because it takes so long for some of my videos to upload. Why, I don't know. Signal, whatever. But it's a series of videos that I want to do. There's a few different series of videos that I would like to do about trucking and stuff like that really don't get talked about a whole bunch, but when I get some of that stuff put together, I'll sure put it up there and y'all will see it. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Last I checked, we had 90. I'm very ecstatic about that. I mean, glad y'all enjoy watching the stuff that goes on in our lives, and I'll try to be sharing a little bit more word about the Lord and a lot more trucking information. I have big plans for the future, so y'all hang out, and over the next few years hopefully we'll grow and grow and grow, and we'll just have a great time. Or there will be some kind of drama, and that's entertainment too. So God bless, and we'll holler at you later. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. If you've lost someone and they were a Christian, you will see them again. You will be rejoicing with the Lord together forever. Sorrow not, friends. Those that have gone before us, that have died in Christ, you shall see again. God bless. Talk to you later.